And what does this mean when you sucking your own peanuts? Because a lot of people, they see that image and they say, oh man, you know, well, what about, well, they say, well, what about the dude that's sucking his own peanuts? Isn't that gay? Isn't that homosexuality? Go in on that, brother.
First of all, let me let you know, I'm Emmy Magi Misha, all right? The Magi are the vanguards of Kemet. We come up from Nubia to protect Kemet when Kemet ain't holding it down. So that's why I'm in Sinetta right now. Now, what you talking about, see, you dealing with the wrong person. You talking about the papyrus of Henut Taui, okay? And if anybody stop reading just the vignettes, that mean the little colorful picture, it's like reading a book and looking at the pictures and never reading the words. So first, to be qualified to even speak on the text, you got to know how to read the words. And then you will be able to share some of the understanding that I'm about to share with you. Now, you want to ask me? That's called autofellatio, and yes, that I mean, in modern time, I would consider that homosexual. But let's just be clear, those are not male to relations. This is autofellatio, and let me break it down for you. There's a little inscription next to it that says something like Geb Tef Neteru, all right? Geb Tef Neteru. Now, when we go back into these European scholars' work, we have to reappropriate it. So the word we're hinging on right now is Tef. Tef. Some say it's not Tef, they say it's At. European Egyptologists say it's At, which means father. So it says Geb, father the gods, right? Let me break it down. In my translation, this Tef also means to spit out, okay? And now when you look at the vignette and you look at the Medu Neter, it could also make sense to say Geb, spit out the gods. Now if you really want to know, Geb is the earth. Who is Geb? Okay, thank you. So now we have the earth. What it is a portrait of Geb's own self-sustainability. Geb, spit out the gods. Geb, spit out the gods. Geb, spit out the gods. Geb, spit out the gods.
Why would a grown man? So you let a grown man play with your penis? Let's find out. Let's find out. You let a grown man play with your penis? Let's find out. I'm asking you a question. Go ahead. Let me see the picture. You let a grown man play with your penis?
There you go. See that?
Yeah, that's grown men. What? Look at him holding the rod up so you can get to the ball. Now hold on. You see that? Now look. Now what grown man would do that? See that? What grown man would do that? I'm waiting. Hold on. Wait. Let me answer. Yeah, let me answer. He don't want me to answer. He don't want me to answer. Black and white. He got the picture color back there.
Precision. Preparation for the craft of stone builders at 360 degrees. That's 2780 BCE, the third dynasty. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Excuse me.
Did the Hebrews copy that from
Of course they did. Yes, they did. That's why Dr. Ben put it in there.
Okay, so now, wait, hold on. Now, okay, y'all see this here? Give me circumcision in the Bible, please. What circumcision is in the Bible? Now, this circumcision, they say that we copied this circumcision from the Egyptians. There you go. Right? Y'all see these is grown men playing with another man's penis. Here, they are also playing with another man's penis.
Okay.
And they're painting it and they're dressing it. Okay. So now, being that those are African people in that picture, and these are African people in this picture, couldn't it also be a safe assumption that they just were playing with each other's penis?
No, and it wasn't circumcision. No, the only reason I would say no, let me ask you a question. Hold on, I'm back in my phone. Hold on 1 second. I got you. There you go. All right, cool. All right, heard him. The reason why it's not the same, Cesaria.
Unrope it. I hear you.
Okay, the reason why it's not the same is because you can see in the picture clearly they are not the first one. Okay? Number one, it says right there that in order to be entered into the craft, preparation for the craft, that was the craft is a system dealing with secret knowledge of mathematics and things of that nature. Okay. In order to do that, you had to have your foreskin removed. but you could only have it removed in Egyptian custom after you graduated from their university. Before you entered directly into the class, or directly before you were entered into the university, you would have to have your foreskin removed.
The first thing you said was that the Egyptians' form of circumcision was because they was going into some craft of mathematics or whatever, and then when in order to get into it, you had to have your foreskin removed because there's some magic power.
That's common order.
Circumcision, if we copied circumcision from the Egyptians, then the reason for our circumcision should be performed in the exact same manner.
I disagree with that, but I'll tell you why.
In there.
Okay.
Now,
all right, hold on one second.
Hold on, I gotta get. I'm answering our circumcision. Right, you holding it for me, right? Read it.
Genesis chapter 17, verse 10. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised.
It said every man child, not grown man. Every man child. We don't touch grown men's penises. Keep going.
And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you.
So our covenant of circumcision had nothing to do with wanting to be no mathematician. I know 2 plus 2 whether I got foreskin on my rod or not. But I'm not going to be a grown man going into some craft, and the only way to get into that craft, you got to play with my penis. And he said, he said secret knowledge. You know what that secret knowledge is? Homosexual sex. That's all that secret knowledge is. It ain't got nothing to do with, no, we want to know 2 plus 2, what's the square root of 64, or no nonsense like that. The secret knowledge is, I bang you in your behind, and you don't tell nobody my secret. That's what the secret knowledge is.